So the ladies of Cogtop will have their own fuck me, fuck.
One, two, three, four.
Welcome to Cog Talk, a podcast brought to you by Cogstop Productions, home of podcasts, tabletop, and geek talk. 12 Years Hollow, the Cog Talk theme, is written and performed by Bearghost. To listen to this track and more, check out www.facebook.com/BearGhostAttacks. Hi, welcome to Cog Talk, a Cogstop Productions podcast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Scott.
And fellas, the internet has officially gotten too weird for me this week.
Just now.
Well, it's always been, very weird. I've been hearing things about fishes and guys, but I've got some things that have just absolutely sold me on the downfall of humanity from the internet. Let me start off with, first, the world's prettiest inmate. Have you guys heard about this yet?
Yeah.
Jeremy Meeks.
No, tell me more.
Jeremy Meeks is...
not going to survive prison.
No, he's... how can I put it? He's very pretty. He's got a very, chiseled jawline and bright baby blue eyes. And
light skin tone.
Yes.
Of what nature?
Imagine me lighter. He's half black, half white, but he's lighter. He's got a lighter skin tone than me.
And his mugshot looks like it should be a headshot for a modeling agency. And he absolutely went viral this week. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, Mama, I got a crush on a felon. Tee-hee, oh Mama, this is going to be great." I don't know why all these people are talking to their mamas with this. But, maybe their parents aren't dead like Bruce Wayne's, because we're recording in Wayne Manor today.
No.
Yes.
No.
So,
not only are you lying about that, I'm pretty sure you're lying about this pretty...
No, you can check out either pretty criminal, handsome felon. I believe the hashtag for it was Felon Crush Friday.
Oh.
Yes, and that's what made me think of the downfall. Is that everyone on Twitter is like, "Oh my god, this guy's so hot." It's like, yeah, he's also, being charged with 5 crimes.
5 felonies. 1 is gang-related. The other 4 are felony weapons charges. That usually means fully automatic assault rifles, or something along those lines.
It's usually pretty bad. It's probably felon charges before, because he's done time before. This isn't his first offense. It's not like he's pretty and misunderstood. He's pretty and fucked up.
And back again. So obviously he survived prison the first time.
Maybe he liked it there.
Maybe that's how he ended up pretty. He had his prison makeover, and it just worked out so well. Now it's kind of slipping, so he went.
And he needs to go back.
Now I'm picturing orange is the new black, but as a what's that model show Runaway?
America's Next Top Model.
Yeah, America's Next Top Prison Model. Where it's like, Jeremy here used to be a hard-hitting thug from the streets, but now we're giving him a new look. And it's him getting the haircut and stuff like that, and him getting makeup. This is going to go with your complexion way further. We're going to get these tattoos to accent your jawline and your neck and all this stuff. And they just glam him the fuck out, and he's now the prettiest inmate.
Pat, I'm a little worried about how well thought out that show was.
It's because I pitched it to NBC.
And they said no?
Nope, but TLC will take it.
No, let's go there.
Showing right alongside of Honey Boo Boo and everything else horrible in the world.
Okay, let's destroy TLC.
I think I have the weapon to destroy TLC, by the way. There's a second thing I found on the internet. We talked about in an earlier episode about the fear of that somewhere in the world a duck is watching you. What was the name of that?
Anatidaphobia.
I'm surprised you recalled that like that. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, as ANATIDAE phobia.
We need to get this kid to a spelling bee.
Yes. Does he
actually
tap
did-
his hip as he does it?
I was in a spelling bee in elementary school and I won.
And then never tried again.
Nope, I went out on a high note.
In Thailand, this is why I brought up that, they have a video of a duck stampede.
What do you mean stampede?
I mean 100,000 ducks walking down the
Oh
road.
my god.
Yes, so they were watching you this whole time, and now they're taking action.
My surprise doesn't come from the stampede itself. It comes from the fact that there are still 100,000 ducks alive in Thailand.
Yeah, like, isn't Peking duck a big, like, dish?
Anything duck. Duck is an amazing dish.
Well, that would make sense if they have, like, they're farm breeding them.
yeah, but why do you have
Were there any
100,000
survivors? This is the important question.
They seemed passive, but I think it was a show of force. Like, yeah, you motherfuckers didn't think we can get organized? Guess what?
So what next? They're gonna, like, form, like, voting booths, and are they gonna decide
Duck for president. Duck for president. Yes.
Dawn of the Planet of the Ducks. It
That
has
movie
started.
would be way more awesome. Because of ducks with machine guns.
Oh. It's gonna happen.
That movie would abuse Flight of the Valkyries so much.
Oh,
Please,
yes, it
God,
would.
yes. Please, God,
The
yes.
Flying V.
So we need prison makeovers and ducks with machine guns. TLC, we are now owning your network with these ideas. They're just too good. They're too good for you.
Who was the coach in Mighty Ducks?
Emilio Estevez.
They're gonna get Emilio Estevez to be their leader.
We've heard you coached many great ducks in the past.
Now coach us so we can take over the world.
It turns out that Darkwing Duck wasn't real, so we killed the writer. Anyways, Emilio, we think that you're going to be a great fit. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I've totally,
I have to be a
before.
recovering alcoholic, was it? What? No, he was a dickbag lawyer or something?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's just a dickbag lawyer.
He was just a dickbag that got him community service. Like, man, you're a dickbag. You should do something nice. And he's like, I want to do something nice. And he's like, I love hockey. I've summed up the Mighty Ducks.
He also did the
The overarching plot.
K smile.
And then, in the middle of the Mighty Ducks championship playoffs, trucks come to life. Maximum Overdrive. Don't give me that look.
Yeah,
Why would you do
that's
that?
because a comet flew overhead.
Yes. The scoreboard started freaking the fuck out. Vending machines started killing people because that's the best death in that scene. And a big rig crashes through center ice.
Oh, it's horrible. But I want to make that movie now.
Oh, I totally want to make that movie.
We should make that movie.
We might have to.
Can we have Emilio Estevez in that movie?
I'm pretty sure we can get Emilio Estevez. I'm actually that confident. I'm sure if we came up to him and said, hey, here's our idea, he would be like, you already had me at idea.
What if we get his brother and have him die in the first 5 minutes? But
Charlie Sheen?
Yes. But he also has another name, doesn't he? They use it for the, oh god, the Machete movies.
Is
Hey.
it
I can't remember what it is, but it's so ridiculous.
Carlos Estevez? I think
Yeah.
it is.
Yes.
Carlos I've never heard.
Yeah, well, because he's Martin Sheen's son. If I remember correctly. If I remember
Charlie
right.
Sheen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so is Emilio Estevez. But Martin Sheen is a stage name. Charlie Sheen adopted the stage name. Emilio stayed
Okay.
with the natural name.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a confusing trio.
The more you know.
Rainbow. You were telling me about a new phone that I absolutely fucking hate, Josh. What is that phone?
It's not a new phone, but it's actually a system as well as an attachment for your upcoming iPhones. It's called the O-Phone.
It's called Stupid.
Don't judge it before you've smelt it.
Yeah, don't smell a book by its cover.
Just get on with it.
Honestly, I'm excited about that level of technology because what the O-Phone is a device that's going to basically project smells based on a profile you send someone when a picture isn't enough. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm eating. Be jealous. Oh, that's just
This
a
is
picture.
what my steak smells like now.
Yes.
Instagram is getting way too fucking popular. It's not enough that you can see my lunch. Now you have to smell my
Yeah,
lunch.
and well, once you like transmit that, if they have the corresponding stuff, including the chips, it will spritz out a smell based on that profile.
I have a question up front right now. Do you know if you have to accept this or not? Like, do you have to hit accept smell and then it projects the smell?
I think it would be. Do you have to accept permission for? Or do you have to do permissions anymore for images?
No.
Oh my god, you could totally just fucking fart bomb people at dates. You can fart into your phone and then send it to someone else, and they're on like a really classy date, and then suddenly they smell like shit.
And you do it over every 5 minutes so that they are never happy. Why would you do that to someone?
Second of all, I think that the phone, just by its name alone, should have the power to give people orgasms.
That's what I thought when you first
But
brought
then
it up.
it takes a selfie of your face. So it's like, yeah, you dirty bastard, you want this phone? All right, you'll experience in the words. Sorry, phone. You will experience, uncountable pleasure, but irreversible embarrassment.
See, that's why I'm not getting an iPhone or an O phone.
And
Either of them. Never.
what about a D phone?
No.
Oh, first place I heard this was over the radio. It was actually on our little KUPD station.
Little KPD station.
Yes,
Those guys are fucking gods of Arizona.
yeah.
Respect.
Sorry, I apologize. And I didn't believe it, so I had to check it out. Now, I found out there's like 3 news articles on it, from Wired to Engadget, as well as they have a Indiegogo that's already made a pretty penny.
I think their asking goal was something like, what, like 150,000?
Yeah, it's 150,000 USD.
How much do they have?
Nearly 1,300.
Nobody.
13,000, sorry.
Nearly $13,000 worth of people are stupid.
Nobody fund this. Just
Why?
no.
They come with like great levels of their package, from the thank you to just the emailer. Snap founder.
What's the first package? The first.
It's
thank
always
you.
a thank you.
It's
always
thank
a
you on their website.
Okay.
I'm
What's
going to go to the top, which
Yeah.
is $20,000, and it comes with the personal visit. And it's Harvard professor David Edwards comes to your institution to give a special talk and a live demo of the O phone. Download all your O notes and talk with David about where all this leads. Like what's happening next after the O phone.
So,
That is a horrible incentive.
well, it's a Harvard professor, but I like how it sounds grandiose. Is that the right word, grandiose?
Yeah.
It sounds, grandiose, but you realize that he put a price tag on himself at $20,000, which is only 1/7 ish of their goal.
Mm-hmm.
They're about.
But he makes it sound like he's visionary. Like, yes, now what's next for the O phone? No, not O phone. C phone. We already have video messaging. Field phone.
They actually already have plans and already are set up for their, like, basically expansion packs of their chips and their own notes.
Which is, I'm guessing, more smells.
More
sense.
smells.
Like you can
combination.
smell like grandma's cookies, or grandma's cookies when she's left them in the oven too long because she passed out because they're.
Or you can smell like your grandma's cookies.
You can program your own scents.
Yes, that's the point of the profiles. Is basically you can mix and match.
I have a feeling like people are gonna find the brown note of smells. You remember the brown note from South
Yes,
Park?
I remember the brown note.
Yes, I think that someone's gonna find that with the smell, and it instantly triggers a gag factor.
That already exists.
But now you're gonna be able to send it to someone.
Yeah, I know.
Anywhere, at any time.
If you get like a telemarketer's little answer service thing or call service thing, or worse, like since we're talking about KPD anyways, one of those text message numbers that you text in and they text back, where it's like, win a free car, just text in, hey, to this number. And they text in, hey, and they get sprayed in the face with a brown note and instantly just vomit everywhere. Oh, we are so fucked as a species.
Yeah, that's why you need to pay the $20,000 to know where this is going.
Now,
How far downhill are we going?
Here's my issue.
Next to,
It sprays out this smell from your phone.
from an attachment.
Okay, it's an attachment to the phone, so it's
Yeah.
not in the phone.
No.
Okay, good. Because I'm thinking you're putting liquid inside of an electronic device that probably isn't going to be housed properly.
Do you
No,
not
that
know-
would
do you-
would be a stupid idea to make something like that.
No, I'm talking.
Or an O-phone.
Do you know what the initial battery was?
Yes, I know what the initial battery was.
Okay.
No, what I'm saying is putting something like this that is, a
No,
scent.
I understand what you're
Yeah,
saying.
it's just
Like,
not
it's
to
not
mention
fun
you're
for
gonna have to
you.
rebuy. Yeah, you're gonna have to buy additional fluid because it's eventually gonna run out. It doesn't matter how long it takes; it's gonna run out.
The sad thing about this whole endeavor is that in a parallel universe, there is no cancer. Everyone drives a nice car and has enough money and food to live, and Scott has a sideburn. Instead, we live in this world.
I think it's time for us to develop the sliding remote. I'm gonna go find it.
You're gonna go find that parallel universe and like take someone's sideburn
No, I'm gonna go find that universe and live there.
as a. Oh, okay, I see.
I
You're
don't
just
know.
gonna-
You might taint it, like just existing there without a sideburn.
The taint would not affect the world enough
Yes, it would.
to affect me
Yeah.
until I die.
I've got a new TLC idea.
No.
You remember the movie The One? Scott just face palmed himself. He already knows where I'm going with this. Scott has to fight alternate universes of himself in order to get the one sideburn across every universe.
Oh, I was like hoping like you would do more, like he'd have a full head of hair too afterwards and stuff.
No,
Like
that's
we,
fucked.
we could meet a completely like haired out Scott, who's the nicest guy you'd ever meet.
It's like, we want to go to Flagstaff? Oh, I got a cabin up there. Really? Yeah, my uncle owns it. We're gonna go hang out, do a barbecue. Don't worry, I'll drive.
And it would be like out of the kindness of that Scott's heart.
And
Instead
then
of the murder
in that
out
same
of this
universe,
Scott's heart.
there is a Josh that can completely not make a situation worse. Where it's like, hey, my grandmother just died. You would be like, it's okay, sweetheart. If you need anything, you can talk to me. Instead of you and your shallow tact bucket. And then in that same universe, there's a skinny Patrick. I think that I'm the worst Patrick across parallel universes.
There's
No,
way-
because
no,
there's
I'm not the
a
worst,
Patrick
Josh.
out there where it's like the Patrick is all three of us combined,
Ooh.
In heft, I take it?
physically and mentally.
Or are you saying, like, he's a fat, as I motion to all three of us, hairy, bald asshole?
Yeah.
And he will destroy worlds.
Yes, he will.
So, now that E3 hype is kind of over, and it's like everything's settled down in the sense of there's no rapid fire news and, the typical Xbox stuff. Like, we're doing that, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now-
they did that? We're doing that too.
Yes.
Now we decided not to do that
Now,
anymore.
now that Xbox hasn't, the time for Xbox flip-flopping has passed.
At least for this year.
At least for this year. I want to know what games that we're excited for that are coming out. It doesn't have to be something that was pumped out at E3, but just games that are on the horizon. Let's start off with Scott, who's got a big-ass smile on his face.
My number one is it won't even be a new story for me. It's the Halo Master Chief Collection, which is going to have Halos 1 through 4, the campaigns, and it's going to play seamlessly. You'll be able to go straight from Halo 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 without any going to another menu, selecting that game. It's going to have all the multiplayer maps ever released for all the games. It's over 100 multiplayer maps. It's going to have them in their original quality, HD quality. They're going to have a couple of remakes. It's just going to be amazing.
It's going to make everything you've ever bought Halo-wise pointless.
I don't have everything that I ever bought Halo-wise anyways, because I knew eventually they were going to do this.
So you threw it away, or are you saying you just didn't buy everything Halo-wise?
Oh, no, I sold it. Like, all my Halos 1 through 4, I sold.
The most important thing is, I think they listened to our podcast when you said the best thing about it would be that he says we're going to finish the fight, and then you actually finish the fight.
That's what I'm excited for most.
In the collection, you're going to be able to finish the fight immediately. God bless us, everyone.
That's what I'm most excited for.
Finishing the fight.
Finishing the fight when he says it.
Again.
Nope, they force you to watch credits in between each one.
No, but the end credits are going to be fucking long as hell.
You
know what would be hilarious, though? If they don't give you the option to skip the credits.
your Xbox just locks up and says, no, this is happening.
No,
Connect, stop.
game.
For the love of God, Connect, stop.
It doesn't let you go home. It doesn't let you do
that,
anything.
The Xbox locks you in a room wherever you are. You will never go home. Ever. And that little light just shines brighter.
It turns red.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Scott. I can't let you do that.
Connect?
I'm supposed to talk to you first.
What do you have another one on the line? Because I know I've got like 12, so I just want to limit mine down. So I want to give you guys as much time as possible.
I've got a few as well. We just want to go in a circle and everybody go one after another.
Sure.
I'll run out long before you guys.
Well,
yeah, that's fine.
Let's do it.
All right, Pat.
Oh, okay. After seeing the preview for it, I've got to say that the game that I've been excited for this whole time has been The Division.
That was my next one.
I'm a big Tom Clancy fan, and it's the fact that it looks like a very smart next-gen squad-based shooter.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got everyone with their skill trees. You've got kind of like I don't want to say post-apocalyptic, but a post-epidemic setting.
Post-tragedy.
Yeah.
Something happened.
And it's everyone's kind of like making the grab for whatever supplies they can. But the game looks intuitive, it looks smart, and the interface on it just looks beautiful. And, since Tom Clancy's not around to make Tom Clancy games anymore, if I remember correctly, I think this is the last one with his name that he actually
his final
to.
official game, yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Josh?
I'm excited to be perfectly honest, I know we've mentioned it before. I'm excited for Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS and the Wii U.
Yes, and then you told me about that dungeon mode, and it makes me more excited. And the horrible thing is that I would have to buy. Would I have to buy 2 copies of the game?
Nope, just 3DS will only be the only one that has it.
Yeah.
So you'll have to buy the game and a 3DS.
And a Wii U.
Nope, you don't need the Wii U.
You don't need the Wii U.
The Wii U has its own separate maps.
It's a separate game.
It's a separate
so
game.
You
don't need to sync
Super
up.
Smash Brothers on your 3DS, and it is a standalone game where the 3 of us could sit here and fight each other.
See, I would have to get it for the Wii U, though, because I love couch competitive. And I would just have to get the big screen. We'd have to get it down at Silver Cube Billiards.
Oh, hell yeah.
And just put that up on the big screen and just beat the living hell out of each other.
That would be so much fun. Especially where they have 120-inch screens, 122 inches.
They have, I think they're about 6 feet.
They're massive.
Going back to Smash, they just announced 2 more characters.
Yes, they did. Big announcements were for Pac-Man.
I'm
He's
excited.
Hungry for battle.
I'm excited for Pac-Man. I'm hungry for battle.
And honestly, his movesets are a good combination of his 8-bit days to his 3D versions. Because he'll go into the mode
cool.
and actually chase down his opponents that way. Or he'll punch and kick like he did in his later games, like on the 64 and stuff.
I wonder what his Smash is going to be.
Everyone turns blue.
Yeah, everyone's probably becomes a ghost.
Well, yeah.
And then he eats them.
Which
Which means instant KO.
And he gets bigger when he does it.
I don't
That
see him
might be
getting too
just
much
what
bigger.
it is he actually just gets bigger and goes 8-bit.
Yeah, I can see that more.
I didn't watch too intensely for that one because
I don't think they're going to show that.
they showed the movesets throughout the whole thing if you pay attention.
Including, oh, okay. I'm going to have to check it out.
The other character that was released is Palatea, the goddess of light from the Kid Icarus series.
And I don't give a shit about... Yeah, I don't give a shit about Palatea. I give a shit about the animated feature that they did to show her off.
Yeah, you watch Pit and Link fight in a beautifully animated anime sequence.
It's Nintendo. They always do beautiful stuff.
Like,
Yeah, they did a 3-minute Super Smash Brothers fight in anime.
like Link pulls him down with a grappling hook, throws his updated boomerang, which is like the whirlwind one.
Yeah, Pit's flying around, firing the arrows. They get in a sword fight. It's like, why can't they have a whole movie of this?
Yes.
TLC, back off this idea. You'll fuck it up. This is a very anti-TLC episode.
Yes,
A
it
little
is.
bit.
I don't think
Yeah.
we're going to get sponsored by them.
And, well, they can go chasing waterfalls.
Okay, it's gone.
But Palatea seems like she's got a really strong moveset.
Yeah, solid character. Has some reflect, a decent counter, which is the reflect move. She just back to the sequence though. She just ejects Pit. She's like, you know what? This seems like fun. I'm gonna fight now, and ejects him because she gave him the wings according to the game story.
Right.
So the wings fly off and take him away.
And then it doesn't show an animated fight with her.
No.
It cuts to the in-game
In-game.
montage of all her movesets and stuff like that, which is pretty cool, but I just want that movie to happen.
That would be awesome.
Let's go one more time around, because I know that there's still some that are left unsaid.
If I had to pick one as my final, since I went with Halo Master Chief Collection, I'm going to have to go with Sunset Overdrive.
That game looks amazing. Have you seen it yet,
No.
Josh?
Now, personally, I'm more into like the dark, gritty, grays and, darker games. This is one of those bright colors, and it's like, popping and wow, and I'm into it. This game looks fucking awesome.
The only way that I've been able to describe it to other people is picture Dead Rising
Yeah.
mixed with Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is like completely colorful and beautiful. You get these like awesome weapons that are just kind of like hodgepodge items like Dead Rising. There's one that is a volcano button, and what you have to do is you have to physically jump on the button, and it just causes fire to spew out from the ground around them. But you can set other traps, like a floor catapult that just takes a floor panel and throws them. And you can link these up so that way it throws a whole bunch of zombies onto this thing and then incinerates them all.
Yeah.
But then there's also like other weapon types, so it's not just setting traps. Traps just happens to be a mechanic.
Okay, so
of
it's
the game.
not a build a better mousetrap game.
No.
No, it sounds like there's going to be day and night modes. So like day is like you going around scavenging, fighting zombies, being awesome, and then at night the zombies are coming for you. Kind of thing. Or like they know your base of operations, and there's kind of like a horde mode coming into your place.
It's essentially you get both the hunter and hunted aspect of a zombie game.
Oh, cool. Is it just like one person, or like how's the actual?
I haven't
characters?
heard anything about multiplayer.
I'm not sure if it's going to be multiplayer. I could be confusing it with the new Dead Island game that looks kind of similar, like art style, but mechanic-wise, it's way different.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not Dead Island though.
No,
It
it's
looks-
not the new Dead Island game.
Yeah, you're thinking, Waning Lighter.
No, there's a
Oh,
new,
they're new-
there is a new Dead Island game that's going to
okay.
be like a top-down shooter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, there's a one coming out also, and I can't remember what it's called. Dying Lights. That's what it's called. You watch the trailers for it. Looks like you're playing Dead Island quite a bit, but so much better. Like your contact with the environment is better registered, and parkour is a big part of your mobility.
Oh, thank God.
So instead of running into like cabanas every like 5 seconds, and the door not opening because it's smacking into your face,
Yeah.
it's just so nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Sunset Overdrive. I'm definitely going to pick that one up.
So I've just read online that story mode will be a single-player affair. However, it's supposed to have, as it was teased, a unique multiplayer. So I'm not sure if that's something like... It will have a multiplayer mode, which the developers teased will have some unique things to offer. So I'm not sure if it's going to be like you do things in single player that affect you as a community, or if it's going to be actual match types. But the story mode will be single player only.
I'm excited that it's going to have a story. Because most games like this, they don't have a very strong story. And I have hope that this will. It'll have like a real story.
My last one that I have to pick, and it's going on the same vein, I have to mention it because we've already mentioned Destiny that I'm very excited for, but this one came out of the blue for me, and that is Rainbow Six.
Oh, yeah.
The new Rainbow Six looks amazing. They did a gameplay trailer of it, which I'm not sure if it's an actual gameplay trailer because it's set up to be like gameplay, but it's done obviously in like a movie fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And
but that's the Rainbow Six series.
Picture Rainbow Six now with the red faction area destructibility. And it was a 5-on-5 match type, so that way it was like, the Rainbow Six team versus the terrorists, and there was a hostage. And I guess the terrorists had to prevent the hostage from getting with the SEAL Team 6, or the SEAL Team 6, the Rainbow Six team, and take her to one location. The Rainbow Six team had to get the hostage and bring her to another thing. Think of like a opposite of a bomb game in Halo.
It's just capture the flag without terrorists.
Yeah.
With the hostage.
At one point, the terrorists have the hostage in one room with two guys. One has a riot shield set up and looking at the only doorway in. And the player that they're seeing out of the perspective goes, "Hold on, I've got an idea." And he runs upstairs and throws a satchel charge down on the ground, on the floor above him, and blows the satchel charge so that way he can get in from above. He blew a hole in the entire floor, was able to drop in, shoot. The guys came in through the door, shot everyone. It was amazing. Like, I'm getting an adrenaline rush just talking about it.
I didn't actually get to see that trailer. I'm going to have to watch it.
It is amazing. Definitely check it out. I can't remember the tag for it. I think
That doesn't matter. I'll be able to find it.
Or something, or there's Siege mode. But it's the new Rainbow Six, and it's definitely worth a watch.
I'll let you know if it's actual gameplay or not.
It's supposed to be gameplay.
Yeah,
but I'll give you a clue on the ending. Rainbow Six is down to one member. Terrorists are down to one member, and the last thing is the Rainbow Six guy getting the hostage to a window, turning around, seeing the last terrorist, and just as he's about to fire his gun, it cuts to black. So that's one of those stage scenes where it goes, okay, that may have not been actual gameplay. It might have been staged in the gameplay just to work out like this.
Yeah.
Either way, awesome. What's your last one, Josh?
My last one, I am going to stick with Nintendo. And it is a fusion of two series that, while one of them, I said at the very beginning, I'm a very big fan of, and that's Legend of Zelda. And the other is Dynasty Warriors. It is actually called Hyrule Warriors.
Ooh. Like, Dynasty Warriors is one of those games to me that's like crack. I shouldn't say crack. I'm sorry. It's like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's one of those things where it's like, man, this is absolute garbage, but you keep going back to it every now and then.
For me, I did not enjoy the Dynasty Warriors series itself, but I played 99 Nights and loved that game, which is also another frenetic little, like, you're on the battlefield, take care of the boss, or like this people, and manage your battlefield while actually fighting in it. And you get to do that with a really impressive cast.
Does that make it like a first-person RTS?
You're going to third-person view, like behind the shoulder cam, and you're going to follow whoever you're leading through the battlefield. So you're on ground level.
Okay.
The people that have been seen are Zelda, Midna, Link. Impa shows up on one of the things I saw, so I don't know if she's available to play. But She's there.
What about Tingle?
You know what? They have plenty of unlockable characters. I saw about 12 slots for characters to play and use on the battlefield, and they have tons of items.
The thought of a Tingle army is just absolutely tickling me right now.
Like, you have the Hyrule arm, and like one of the coolest things, and they mentioned it a lot towards the end of the video for the treehouse, is that you go to your first mission is to go to find Zelda.
Obviously.
But it's not because she's kidnapped. It's because she's busy. She's working. Like, she is on the battlefield kicking ass.
Are you looking for Zelda or are you looking for Sheik?
Zelda.
Okay.
She is kicking ass as Zelda.
You don't get to see that too often.
No. And the thing is, it's just a beautifully done game where it is just a wonderful fusion of the two. They'll do there's tons of throwbacks, like, during the video they'll unlock a chest. They unlock a chest, and in the chest they have the whole sequence where it cuts to your character looking at the chest, and then picking up the thing, and then holding up in the air what you got. So they have tons of the throwbacks to it, as well as the a certain laughing individual that's very notable for their laugh makes an appearance in the Treehouse video. Just so much done right.
Is there someone who's incredibly annoying that wants you to pay attention to them?
As far as I saw, no.
Good.
You haven't been asked to listen yet?
No.
Good.
It's the first casualty
But again,
of the war.
lots of unlockable characters.
No. I have to jump to something else. And what better to jump to than our plug for this week? Today's episode is brought to you by Lamellar LLC. Scott recently invited me up to Flagstaff, and I determined that protection should be my number one priority.
You don't need protection. We're just going to go up and, maybe go fishing.
No, I need a full suit of armor, and that's exactly what Lamellar LLC can provide me. They have plastic suits starting at $200 and full metal suits starting at $650, and these things are greatly made. I met the artist that does this, Randy, and he is just a master at what he does.
Well, what about your arms? I mean, usually these armors are only a chest plate.
Usually. However, I think that I've seen him make arm guards. I know that all the pieces are custom made. He'll throw any insignias, any color palettes. I may or may not have heard a rumor that he's done some high quality metal ones.
Oh.
But you ask this guy to do it, he can do it. You can see him on Facebook under Lamellar LLC. That again is Lamellar. That again is Lamellar. LAMELLAR. Speaking of armors, I recently got back into an MMO. I hate to say it. Please save me. Please save me, you two.
Nope.
I got back on to Ion. AION.
We need to save him now.
No, we don't.
Yes. Why do you say no?
We leave him to drown a little bit. Then we just bring him over into the DC game.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
that's
see
the way
how
we're
this is
gonna
going to work.
ride.
All right. But I since we're talking about Lamellar LLC for today's sponsor, I'm so worried because I play a male character and a female character on the server. The male wears cloth armor. The female wears chain armor. And the male still looks better equipped for battle. I want to talk today about male armor versus female armor in video games. Main sighting, Soul Calibur.
You're talking about the difference between, let's say, Siegfried and, I don't know, Ivy.
Yeah, Siegfried looks like he's ready to take some shit. Knight, big-ass sword, full metal armor.
Ivy looks like she's ready to go to the beach.
I don't think she's ready to go to the
Or
beach.
bed.
There you go. I think she's ready for some street walking.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, I'm not complaining from a visual aspect. I'm just wondering how...
Remember that same person you said looks like she's out street walking? One of her moves is a dick stab.
It is. It's a repeated dick stab.
Anyways, go on.
I'm not understanding how some of these games can still portray that. Like, I know that some of the games, let's face it, Soul Calibur, Dead or Alive, they're mainly there for eye candy.
Yeah.
It's, it's misogynistic, but it's true.
Come on, Soul Calibur 5 was delayed I don't know how many times because literally the only argument going on in the office was how big should Ivy's boobs be? That was literally the only argument for months. And that's what delayed the game, and that's what's delaying 6.
That's a wonderful team meeting right there.
Not when it's delaying a game. Just
no, it's horrible.
give her the same size boobs and
You
put
know,
the game
Dead
out.
or Alive also, as an example, he used created a physics engine just for their female characters' chests.
Yep.
And they were counted as visionaries, which is one thing I love about the gaming industry.
I say go ahead and call
It's
them
better than an O phone.
Yeah.
Better than an O phone. I'm saying that I'm going to get more out
You
of
can
boob
smell
physics
like
than
steak.
O phone.
You get steak smell anytime.
or fart.
You'd have to actually play the game to watch the physics at work.
I'd actually have to buy the phone
Anyways, back to the armor.
and have someone that's not a dick have the other phone.
So not Josh.
Not Josh. Not you either. I don't trust you.
Oh, unless you piss me off.
Yeah, that's why I don't trust you. I got a feeling that I can piss you off, Scott. So, what do you guys think? This is just kind of like an opinion segment of, do you think that they need to update these armors and make them, like you've said earlier, not like metal bikinis?
Honestly, I don't. I do think that there needs to be something, but at the end of the day, they're trying to define that, hey, this is a female character in this armor versus a male character in this armor, and it just comes down to them loosening a few sections, having open navel, no protection, and total from neck to end of the cleavage line open. But that's just to tell you it's female.
Because nothing else can do that. Like, I agree. I agree that the armor should be feminine from my perspective. There's just a certain leeway. It's a weird balance because you want to make your character sexy. The guys have to look badass and bulky or whatever. They have to look gritty or dark or whatever the game's going for. But the women always have to look sexy in the game because you get to model these people. Yeah, if you had like Borderlands, if you had like 57 Ellies running around everywhere. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. If you had 57 Ellies. Why are you looking at me like that?
Like Scooter's sister,
Yes.
Ellie?
So if you had 57 Ellies running around, no one would really want the game of the Fat Knights of Camelot.
Camelot, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. No one would want that, and they would get winded and stuff like that. You get to make your ideal character. But I don't think that means taking some pot shots.
You know what? I agree. There probably could be a certain level of work in like an MMO setting, but in a fighter setting where there's no accountability for real armor, like back again, Siegfried wielding a giant sword. One, that sword is kind of physically impossible for someone of his build to wield.
Siegfried can do anything.
This is coming from the guy who wields Siegfried in the manner that he should be.
Yeah, no, you're way too good with that fucking character. Go on.
That, it doesn't make sense. And then you go up against a character who is, just wearing pants and a vest, and you hit them with the blade, the sharp part of the sword, and they don't bleed to death or get cleaved in half. There's a move with Siegfried where I impale you and then throw you over my shoulder. The fact that any of the characters get up after that is, already, like, detracting from, like, really...
Mitsurugi's a badass, though.
Okay, what about, Tira?
Maxi.
Yeah. Your Bruce Lee character is taking a giant sword to the chest, which is the equivalent of a gun at that point.
Or an aspirin. Oh, damn.
So,
What about you, Scott? Like, I don't know. I feel like I've walked into horrible territory with this, where we're going to get called chauvinistic pigs at the end.
What it comes down to is I agree with Josh. In the game where it doesn't matter about the armor, who cares? But if Soul Calibur were to do a game where you customize your armor and actually increase your defense, then it has to change. Because you can't have Siegfried walking in with full plate armor, increasing his defense by, let's say 50 points, and Ivy walking in a bikini, increasing her defense by 60. That's stupid. It's not logical.
What if it's a magic bikini?
It doesn't matter.
what if it's a horse bikini?
Unless it's a nipple ring, it doesn't matter.
Someone's watching Darksiders 2, literal trailers.
Yes.
Thank you, Josh, for showing us that.
You're welcome.
I'm going to watch more.
like to share. To be honest, Scott, they do have the ability to add new armors, and your armors used to matter in some fashion, if I remember right.
Not that I remember. Armor was just there for aesthetic value.
Yeah, that's right. It's always just been aesthetic value. And the sad thing is that that's all it probably ever will be. But let's be honest, Capcom has given us a great fun way to dig around, because you can make Mega Man, you can make all kinds of things.
I think I've got 45 custom-made characters from all around the geek world, anywhere from Goku to Master Chief, Batman.
Yeah. You can make Hattie Haddington, who didn't exist when 5 came out.
I remember seeing that. That was funny.
My personal favorite ones that I made were Barack Obama and John McCain. That's how I decided. It was Soul Calibur 4, and that's why I decided who I was going to vote for. I just put it CPU against CPU. Good job, Barack. Good job.
Who were the spirits?
I think that Barack had Rock, and John McCain had Astaroth.
That's pretty balanced.
Astaroth. That's a very balanced matchup.
Mainly because they just had two big hammers and they were going at it. It was like, yes, this is justice. This is politics at work. Two politicians enter. One becomes president. Well, what if that is the way that, you know how the octopus picks winners for soccer matches and stuff like that? What if Soul Calibur 4 actually determined that Barack Obama would win that?
And you ran the simulation for them unknowingly?
Yes.
Oh,
we have an octopus. We have an octopus that picks soccer winnings. Achievement Hunter plays football games for the Super Bowl, and whoever wins in that has always won, I think, except for 2 times. And now you have this. I think it's not illogical to say that it might actually work.
And Jesus appeared in toast.
Yeah, that too.
How many times has Achievement Hunter actually done that, though?
I think they've played 6 or 7 times.
Okay, so it's been a third of the time it hasn't happened.
Yeah, if you want to look at it like that. I mean, yeah.
Well,
if
I'm
you
just
want to go a third,
looking
yeah.
Yeah.
If it, let's say, it's 6 times, they think 2, the outcome was different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like score or anything. It was just the winner.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
It is, but it's one of those weird anomalies in the world that happens, and it's like, well, maybe there's some kind of outside force. No, it's not. But it's something fun to look at.
Watch Rooster Teeth. We're doing those games to secure winnings, and the NFL is actually the one that gave them all the money for Laser Team. Thank you for helping us, Rooster Teeth. Here's a lot of money. Seriously, though, congratulations, guys. That is fucking ridiculous how much money you got in that amount of time.
They've been going for 2 weeks now, and they have, when I left the live stream this morning, they had nearly $1.6 million. They had just this morning breached 1.5.
Don't get me wrong, they've earned it. After all their years, they've earned this much, but it's just so fucking fast.
Oh, yeah.
So do you think they have their money pool plan yet?
What, they can Scrooge McDuck it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, they can.
Oh, they can, and they're not going to. Bernie, he's been transparent about everything, and he said the only thing that the Laser Team money won't be going to Laser Team for is paying for the RTX tickets that they're giving away in the Indiegogo incentives package. Every other cent is going into something that has to do with Laser Team.
Yeah, so those guys have been awesome.
I even got a little bit on the story.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's this is what happens. And this is the true part that actually happened to us in our world. In the 1950s, scientists received an alien signal that was exactly what we believed a signal from outer space would be from an intelligent species. They never decoded it. Their story picks up where in the alternate universe where it was decoded, and it was, you are not alone, a catastrophe is coming. It was this benevolent alien race contacting us, letting us know that
ducks are coming.
Yeah, ducks are coming. And so
we're screwed.
They offered to help by making a suit of armor that that will go to one person on the planet trained to defend. It takes decades for them to get the armor to us, so we have plenty of time to train them. And there's a small town outside the Air Force Base where it's being delivered. And 4 idiots in this town see it coming in, and they shoot it down. Before the military gets a chance to get to the crash site, these idiots board the ship, find the armor, and each one puts on a different piece. And as an advanced security measure, whoever puts on the armor, it is genetically locked to them. So now the government must work with these 4 idiots with each with one piece of this armor to save the world. And it is called Laser Team. LAZERTEAM.
That is beautiful. Well, we're running out of time, so I just wanted to take these last moments to, we've been at this for 2 months now. Thank you guys again for listening. It's been a pleasure working with y'all. Pleasure having you listen to us as we go on and on about things. I wanted to talk about some upcoming projects. I know that we have one big one coming up. The ladies of Cock Talk will be having their own podcast called The Geeky Gamer Girls coming out June 27th. Very excited for that. Sat in for their first recording. It sounded amazing.
It really did.
We are also recording our D&D podcast that will be coming up. What's that one called, Scott?
It's called Almost Heroic. The name of the campaign is The World Siege.
And I know that our intention with that is to be a long-form D&D gameplay. So this is going to be something that we're not going to level up. We're not going to get through the story super quick.
No, we're going to be using the standard the standard leveling, because I know we play other campaigns where we do like thirds and halves and things like that. This will be standard leveling. It's not going to be easy. We're doing 4.0, so you've got a minimum of 30 levels that you can go through. And eventually through this, we're going to get the next iteration of D&D, which we may, I'll get the books and study it, and if we can, transfer the characters into that so that we keep up with, what's popular, what's new.
Yep. If they can be transferred. We're not going to try and force a transfer.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, then we're sticking with 4.0 until the end of the story.
And maybe we'll do another D&D campaign, like Almost Heroic side quests that are coming out.
Yes.
We're going to be releasing some of the D&D campaigns that we've done in the past, including Search for the Forbidden City, which I totally stumbled over those words for some reason, even though we're doing that one later. The Tangled Web.
My favorite is going to be the Dexter campaign.
Yep, the Dexter campaign, which we're starting off with, and that's going to include some original recordings from Cogsop co-founder Aaron Passion. So looking forward to that a lot. And then I know that we're still working on pods.
Yes.
Penitentiary Demon Supers.
Penitentiary prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still figuring that out. Big things are just art and stuff coming up for that, and otherwise it's going pretty well.
Yeah,
as far as that can be considered.
I got
a nice little skit comedy.
Yep. Throwing up the curtain from this, how are you guys doing after 2 months of recording? This is officially 2 months in.
Can I quit? I heard there's barbed wire outside.
Yes, there is. Razor wire.
Oh,
I
yeah,
bet.
razor wire.
Sure, you can leave. You have to crawl across it.
Okay, I'll stay.
Yep, Scott?
I'm happy. I'm loving it.
Of course, you're on the guard tower. See? If you
Yeah.
work harder, Josh, you can have that promotion.
Pass, because then that means he gets another promotion anyways.
Someone's going to be on the bottom.
No, I'm really having a lot of fun with this. I know when we first started, I said that I wanted it to be, I wanted us to be as popular as Rooster Teeth, and I still do, but in our own way. You know, they do a lot of machinima, they've got Red versus Blue, and we're doing more of the audio format.
For now.
For now.
Teaser.
We will maybe be doing some video stuff, but it's something that I'm incredibly passionate about, and I'm very happy to be doing it.
From my perspective, it's been a blast to do. We've really networked out, and starting off with the three of us, we've expanded into a team of, I want to say, 10.
We can name them off. We've got you, Josh, myself,
Yep.
Amanda, Catherine, Steph.
Yeah, we've had great work coming from Pretty Rob,
Big
also Regular Rob. I'm just going to call him Rob.
No, it's Dick Rob.
Yeah,
No.
Dick Rob. There you go. That one suits him. You know I love you, big guy. We've got some great merchandising deals coming up with our buddy Cody. He's been amazing at this stuff.
Yeah.
We've done some work with other independent people, like Jennifer Presnell
Mm-hmm.
did our Cog Talk logo, which came out amazing. I love the Charlie's Angel pose that we've got going on.
That was really good. We've even got Mike, who's voice talent.
Yeah, no one's met Mike yet. I feel bad.
We should have him on. We should try to get him on next week.
We
if
should.
can.
He is a big part of the Search for the Forbidden City campaign that will
Yep.
be coming out on Almost Heroic Side Quests, and he is a blast, especially as a new D&D player, because we get to torture the fuck out of him.
Oh, that's okay. You get to see what I did to Pat, and then in turn what Pat did to me in the Dexter campaign.
Yes, we want to give all those teasers out.
Yeah, we've got a staff of about 15 people.
Yeah, like we're getting up there.
Yeah.
So
It's bigger than I thought it would be at this point. I think Rooster Teeth is only at 80.
Only 80.
only at 80.
Well, I'm saying...
and a hangar for an office.
and
yeah,
they
and a
are
hanger
getting
for an office.
paid.
Yeah, and they're getting paid. But I'm saying, like,
They're lucky if we give them coffee.
looking at
Yeah, I
production...
asked you guys to bring beverages. I'm getting so talked out. Beverages. I actually tried to fuck it up and said it right that time. I've got mind dyslexia.
But if you look at, like, a big productions company, they've got hundreds of people. Rooster Teeth has, like, 80. We've got 15. We are on our way. All we need to do is get, sponsorships, more content out, and we could become, we could do this literally as a living.
And some people with some visual talent related skills. Not saying your wife isn't talented, but I'm talking in more of the
Video.
video and
Yeah,
mobile areas.
That's what we need.
Well, we
is
got someone that I'm trying poking at, so Sam should really get on this stuff, because that certain someone, Sam, would be wonderful in this company.
definitely would, and we need that's our next step.
Yeah.
Is getting a video. We need to get some good audio, not good, but better audio equipment, because this is pretty good what we've got set up.
It is. I think that we could do better.
Oh yeah. So all we need is better audio equipment, get some good video equipment, and
And you can help us do that, listener, by checking us out on Facebook at Cogstop Productions, following us on Twitter at cog_stop, checking out cogstopproductions.com, and going to our YouTube page, youtube.com/cogstopproductions.
That was shameless.
Hey,
But you should do it anyways.
yes, because we love you. And what is wrong with love?
I will love you forever, and I will not invite you to Flagstaff.
Yep.
That's actually
It's not.
really
It's
good
not
offer,
weird for
people.
three guys to sing about one. Just one person that we all love. It's a standard in the music industry. So
I don't love just one of them. I love them all.
No, I specifically love you, person whose headphones I'm in right now.
I love everyone
I love
who's
how,
listening.
I'm about to steal Bo Burnham stuff, so I'm going to stop right there. We're signing off. I'm talked out. I'm Patrick Tracy.
I'm Scott Newbill.
I'm Josh Haynes.
And we love ice cream.
For more episodes, updates, and other projects, check us out at cogstopproductions.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Cogstop Productions and follow us on Twitter at cog_stop.